Great. We're rolling, so whenever you're ready to get started. All right, Christy here from PopCultureMadness.com and concert blogger with Borgore at Orion Festival. How are you?
I am golden.
Good. So first off, how are you enjoying Orion so far?
I love it. It was really good experience for me. The only thing I'm bummed about, and I tell this to everyone, is the fact that I won't be able to see Deftones tomorrow. And it depressed me, like, because they're my favorite band. But
that's a shame. So where are you headed tomorrow?
I'm going back home to finish some songs, just like to refresh and go back on the road next weekend.
So can we talk a little bit about the upcoming album Legend that's coming up? I mean, everything I've been hearing, we're so curious to hear this finished product.
Legends come out, the video comes out on Tuesday, the whole EP comes out in like 2 weeks. It's basically I'm basically talking about my drinking habit, that it was something that I used to do a lot, and it's different. Yeah, some people like it, some people will hate it, but if I was trying to cater to everyone, I wouldn't make the music that I make. So
absolutely. I mean, what I love so much about your music is that you can flawlessly blend together like these elements of electronic and metal and everything, and have it be something fresh and something new and not cookie cutter like what we see. How important is that to you?
It's not important. It's just it's inherent. Like I don't think about what I'm doing. It just I'm just doing it, kind of. You know, I don't think about what I'm gonna write. I just write shit, and I think it's cool. So I just it's cool.
So the teaser that we saw for the title track definitely looks pretty cool. And what's the kid name? It was Elliot Moore. It was the kid that you had to. Where'd you find him?
He's actually one of the managers. One of my managers. His mom. His friend. Yeah, and this kid was incredible. Like, he was like putting all of us to shame as far as acting, like on a new level.
Oh yeah, it was great. So for you, on a personal level, you know, you play these huge festivals. Do you prefer like this type of environment or the club shows? I'm sure it's a different vibe for each type of show.
I mean, I get like the what's your favorite question regarding a lot of things all the time. What's your favorite country? What's your favorite thing? Every day is a different day. One day you want to eat sushi. One day you want to eat a burger. One day you want to go skate. One day you want to go fucking ride a motorcycle, right? So it's really it depends on how I feel that day, I guess. And you know, there's some amazing festivals and there's some shitty festivals. Same as club shows. So it's really individual and it's really hard to answer. So
I mean, not only do you absolutely kick ass in the world of EDM, but you're also, you know, a metal drummer and you have jazz project. Like, is each one therapeutic to you in a different way?
I mean, I kind of like, it happens to me a lot that I'm like, I watch like last week I was watching the whole live show, Slipknot, Deftones, Metallica, Slayer. I watched all of it. I just stayed up all night watching live shows, and I was so jealous of like being able to come on stage and play the music live, you know. But again, like there's pluses and minuses to everything, right? So hopefully one day I'll get the chance to go live, like to play live again.
So did you ever see yourself like starting out that you'd be like kind of sharing a festival, you know, doing EDM music with, you know, sharing a stage, you know, or a festival bill with Metallica?
I think that playing with Metallica was in a way more natural in my head rather than playing with, let's say, Calvin Harris, you know? Like when I started doing what I've started doing like 4 or 5 years ago, this is where I thought I'm gonna end up, you know? but I like the electronic world as well. I love the fact that I can one day play a show with Avicii and Calvin Harris, and the other day play Metallica. And I think that it's kind of unique to myself and a couple other producers that can do the switch, you know, like cater both audiences.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think what I love about these festivals is the diversity, and I think that same diversity can carry over into music itself. You know, I mean, you've shared bills with metal bands, you've done a track with Miley Cyrus from, you know, I mean, do you ever read any of the backlash on it? You ever read into that?
I think that anyone that has anything bad to say about we're working with her is just ignorant. Like, it's a good song. I mean, if you don't like the song because the song sucks, I accept, you know. I'm not forcing anyone to like my music, but just hating on a song because of who sings it is kind of dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's exactly like you're doing exactly the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Because, like, you know, for me as a kid, like listening to metal, you know, in high school, it was weird, dude. I was the weirdo that listens to metal, and I was categorized, and now you're categorizing the other way. Like, why? It's retarded, dude. I don't know.
So, do you have that pivotal music moment that occurred in your life that made you decide that you had to pursue it for a career?
It was more of like experiment with my family. Like, I was in the army for 3 years. And after the army, like, my parents expected me to go to a university because I was a straight A student. And I was like, Mom, Dad, listen, all my life I'm doing music. This is what I studied in school, high school, my whole life. This is what I want to do. And I was dreaming on this, like, days on days. I was trying to blow up with my metal band, and at the same time with dubstep, and my metal band was doing really good in Israel. Our singer decided he doesn't want to sing anymore. We could not find a new singer that sounded as good as him. I focused on dubstep, and I blow up, and I could tell my parents, look, I'm doing money, I don't need to go to university right now. But that's kind of my story.
So personally, I view music as a universal language that we can all speak and understand, even if we take a different message away. What kind of emotion, or what do you hope that your music will invoke in listeners?
Sorry, I could not hear anything because I'm deaf and I'm ADD, so I was spaced out.
No, what kind of emotions do you hope that your music will evoke in listeners and fans?
Oh, okay. Every song I think tries to pass a different kind of feeling, right? So, and like, I feel that most of my songs are talking about some sort of subject, and some of them are supposed to make you like happy, some supposed to make you sad. I don't know. Depends on the song, I guess. But I think that what's the common ground for all my songs is that it's trying to pass something. You know, it's not just like I'm trying to make the audience feel something, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. That's the whole, I think, purpose of music, is to make us feel those different types of emotions. Are you ever surprised by what songs fans gravitate towards?
I mean, there's a lot of risk taking in the way I work, because I'm not sticking to one genre, I'm not sticking to one sound. I'm kind of all over the place. So it's a lot of time win and lose, you know? Like, sometimes I'll release like a track that I think that everyone's gonna love, and I end up the only one that likes it. And sometimes I release a track that I think that is mediocre and everyone's catching up to it, like, biggest song. And I get it, dude. Fucking 7 billion people. Like, there's 7 billion opinions, right?
So, can you take us in the recording process for one track in particular and tell me what the mindset was like?
I mean, let's talk about Legend. Legend was me on tour for the 4th or 5th year now that I'm not like in a one place. I see my family every like 3 months, which are the people that are most important to me. Like nothing is really stable, you know. It's crazy life on tour. I was drinking a lot, and it kind of got me. It's kind of like it's a weird balance between like not giving a fuck whatsoever, but at the same time kind of feeling empty, and that's why I kind of sing about it, that song. So usually I write when I'm like, I have like, you know, it just like pops. I'm like, just write quickly, and I don't know.
Well, Sonata in F majors is absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to hear the rest of this album. We're very much looking forward to it. And you have what do you have coming up? Electric Daisy Carnival coming up. Is there anything else on the agenda?
I mean, it's kind of non-stop. Like right now, it's kind of non-stop till January. So there's a lot of agenda. I'm very thankful for every day at work. And I just wish it's gonna keep on being like that.
Well, I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes out to speak with me. I appreciate it. We definitely look forward to what's to come. Thank you.
Thank you.